Hi everyone, thanks for coming back to my YouTube channel. It is so nice to have you back. And if you are someone new to my channel, I will just say one thing. If you do like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I'm not forcing you to do that, but if you do like the video, that is what you have to do. Remember that. So this particular video is about sharing my tips as a parent. I have few tips which I do want to share with the others around, because these are really helpful. They have helped me so far with my kids. I do believe they will help other parents, other teachers, other guides, other caregivers and other coaches of children as well. In this video I will be sharing my tips how you should be introducing subscription boxes, intelligent kid kind of subscription boxes to your children. What are the tips that you need to know in advance? Because I started using my subscription box in the end of 2017. You know, that's when I introduced subscription box to my elder child Ayan. He is 4 years today, and at that time he was somewhere close to 2 years. And so far, I mean, that clearly says that I've had a journey of 2 years with the subscription boxes, and I've been loving them. It's so helpful to me as a parent, because in this particular time, you know, pandemic situation where this whole year is about how kids are being stuck up at home and they're not able to get the right kind of learning. It has been very helpful for me, because I'm not concerned like not having any kind of learning at home. So besides the usual kind of learning which we have at home, it is something which is more like an educational environment, and they will continue to be used to it, and it just keeps me really happy as a parent. So in this video I will be sharing certain tips, because initially my journey of using subscription boxes with my children for the first 2 months wasn't that smooth. So not only was I introducing new subscription boxes to my children, I was also introducing it to myself. It was something very new to me, because I'm not a teacher, you know. I was going to teach my children different concepts, and while doing so I had to come down to their level. So it was very important that I did it slow, and there were a lot of tips which I understood, which is what I'm going to share in this particular video with you guys. That while I was sampling all different kind of subscription boxes, at the same time I was also getting the idea like how these boxes have to be introduced. They are like something very overwhelming for them. So it is very important that you do know the tips which I'm going to be sharing with you right away. So you will find these tips very helpful, especially because they have worked with me, and I know if it has worked with me with both my children, it will work with you. But before that, I will tell you about I'm going to be speaking only about Magic Crate box. If you have followed on my channel, you would know it already, that how I use different activities in this box with my children. I will be linking it down in the description box for you guys. You will see that how each and every activity is introduced to Ayan, my son, and Anaya does come in between. So if you want to watch that video, I will be linking it down below. But this video is especially focusing on the different tips that you need to know as a coach, as a teacher, as a parent for your children, that how you should be introducing the box, what are things you need to keep it in mind, so that your children are not fussy when you are teaching them with this kind of box, so that you are not you're not thinking like this box is totally meaningless. So these tips are going to be very helpful, because they will give you a guide that how you should be introducing each and every activity, what are things you need to keep in mind before you make the children learn something. Because if you don't know these tips, because nobody told me all these tips, it was just that something which I learned along the way, and I really want to share it with you guys, because it will be really helpful, I can guarantee you. I don't think I can say anything more than that. But like I said, I will be only focusing on Magic Crate box, and this is one of my favorite box. If you want to know why I picked Magic Crate over the other 4 options which I have sampled, just leave it in the comment section. I will be making a video about it. And any other questions, guys, if you have along the video or any other kind of video that you want me to record on my channel, just leave it in the comment section. I will be more than happy to do it for you guys. Okay, so let's come on to the tips. Tip number 1. This is very important tip. Only take one activity out of the box at any point of time. So this is a box which contains 4 activities. All these subscription boxes, they come up with 4 or 5 kind of activities. It is very important that you only can take one activity out of the box at any point of time. Why? Because you want your child's focus only on that activity. You don't want them to be looking at other activities in the box. You want to gain their 100% focus in that activity. You don't want to say, you know what, my child has a problem of focusing, he or she cannot focus. That happens when you have given them a box of candy in front of them. Their attention is on other candies as well. So why will they only focus on that candy? They will eat that candy right away, and they want to jump to the other candy. What you want them to do is focus on that particular one activity which you've opened right in front of them. You want to gain their 100% focus, and you want to make sure that they are understanding each and everything that you want to teach them through that one single activity. So it is very important, like the tip says, only open one activity at any point of time. Just keep all the other activities aside, or just don't bring them out altogether in front of the kids. Only one activity at the time. That's my tip number 2. Always read in advance about an activity. You are introducing a problem to them. You should know what is the problem, and if you want to explain them in the right way, it should be clear to you at the same time. That's as simple as it can get. So I'm going to give you an example. Like, this is an activity. I should know in advance, before I explain it to the child, what is this activity wanting me to do, or what is this activity is trying to achieve. So all these activities, they always come with a manual. Like, I'm talking about Magic Crate here, so I'm just going to focus on that. It always comes with each and activity there. It has a pamphlet inside it which tells you how you have to use this particular activity, or what you are trying to achieve with this. So before you explain it to the children, it should be known to you. You should be very clear about the problem, otherwise you won't be able to explain them. So I'm going to be coming to the next step, but before you understand the next step, it's very important that you understand this tip number 2. And so the only way you can explain it to them clearly in very simple words, if you know it yourself. Third and very important tip: define the problem to the children. Define it clearly in simple words. So I am going to use this particular activity to explain it to you, what I'm trying to say. Define the problem. What this activity is trying to explain is just like a problem. So if I want to explain it properly, because tip number 2 has already told you that you should know what this activity is trying to achieve, now you have to come down to the child level and explain it to them in very simple words. Very important that you know the child in advance, otherwise you won't be able to know their level of understanding. I'm just going to use this activity as for the purpose of demonstration. So this activity, like it says, this is the manual of the activity. It wants a child to solve a puzzle. These are the pieces which I already took out from this activity. You will see it in the video how I'm using it with Ayan. You will get a complete understanding of it. So the purpose of this activity, like if I'm explaining it to Ayan, I will say, Ayan, you have to fix this puzzle. You have to make this biplane, and for that you have got this is your mat. This is the mat we are going to use. You can use both the sides. So this is the mat we are going to use, and you are going to use the pieces from this. So it's as simple as that. These are magnetic pieces. You are going to stick them on this board, and you will be making this particular puzzle. It's as simple as that. Or you can tell them, going to make this particular puzzle, and once they are done with the puzzle, you tell them, this is a biplane which you have made, or in this case it's a propeller plane. You go into each and every minute details of it, but before that, it's very important that you explain them the problem, you explain them in the simplest way possible, and that you go down to their level. Tell them slowly, this is what we are trying to do. We are trying to solve a puzzle here. You have all these pieces with you, and you will be fixing it. And then you can maybe expand it with a lot of other learnings besides what the activity is meant. Tip number 4, an extremely important tip: motivation, motivation, motivation. There is no way your motivation should be dying with the children. And when you're talking about children, you have to be their cheerleader. I think it goes true for any adult as well. I don't think all these tips which I'm giving you, it's only meant for the children. It's just that you have to remember that you have to use these tips with children as well. So motivation is the key. Just keep cheering them up. Just keep telling them, hooray, you were able to do this. Anytime you feel like their motivation is dying and they want to, I don't want to do this, they're going in that mode, before that happens, just give them a little bit of motivation. Don't go overboard with the motivation. That's not what I'm trying to tell you. But of course, if the kid is sleepy, you have to go overboard. You have to say, you have to cheer them up with a lot of noise. Hey, you have to finish this. Come on, we're going to go for sleep. Come on, we're going to go out for this. Come on, we're going to do this and that. So you get them going by giving them some kind of push, and that incentive of that push is your cheering up. You give them a lot of push, or you can even offer them some candies later on, their favorite candies, so that you get their attention, maximum attention. Just tell them, okay, you know what, if you finish this particular thing, you're going to get your candy, you're going to get your reward. So that motivation is extremely important. Otherwise, they will be like, what am I doing this for? That, what, mama is going to give you a hug, mama is going to give you a kissy, or mama is going to take you out to the park. So these kind of motivations you can use, or you can use them motivations like candies and toffees, but keep motivating them. That's very important. They are indirectly absorbing these skills from you, that if they go into an environment, an open environment where, and as they grow, these are the kind of skills, the behavioral skills, they will be learning it from you, and you are teaching them indirectly. So this is how you have to work in a team. You have to keep motivating your team, you have to keep motivating your partner. So these are the skills which they will be learning with you as you teach them in this particular manner. So motivation is number 5. Give clues, give hints to the children wherever necessary. So that's how we solve any problem for adults as well. When we feel like we're stuck in a place where we cannot move a step ahead, we also give clues to adults. Same way you have to give clues to the children. Just let them know, and like I say, it's also about absorbing good behavior from you. So when you're giving them clues, they will be absorbing that from you. They will be getting an understanding that, anytime they're in a team, and if they know anything, if they know anything about that problem, they have to include their entire team into it. They have to give hints and clues to the team. So that's my tip number 5. It's extremely important, guys, and you just cannot ignore this, is be present with the children. You have to be present with them. So they should not sense it from you that your attention is diverted and that it just not so meaningful to for you or for the children to finish that activity. If you want to make it really like a good learning experience for them, just be present with them. So if you have any prior commitments, you think that you have an important call to make, you have important objective to meet, just don't open up that activity with them, or just let them know in advance, I will be getting a call, I might be getting a message, so when that comes I will be taking a 2-minute break. So you have to let them know in advance, because you have to prepare them, otherwise they will get really fussy or they will not be interested in the activity altogether. So it's very important that you are present with them 100%. And if you think that you will be having certain kind of calls or prior engagements, and if you think you will be getting some calls, some kind of messages, or anything might happen while you're doing that activity with them, just prepare them in advance. Let them know, what, I'm going to get a call, or somebody will be coming in at home in between, so I will be taking a little break, like a 5 minutes break, and we will come back to this activity again and we can do it again. So that's very important, guys. That's my tip number 6. Be present with them and just kind of condition them for whatever is going to happen while you are doing that activity with them. At 7th, and a very important tip, guys, it's about always enjoy the process. So when you are with them, you are doing this activity with them, it's like a process, it's like a journey. When they're completing a task, they're meeting an objective, it's a whole process which makes a huge difference. We may not achieve that particular output on that particular day, so they have to learn that concept from you, that just enjoy the process. It's all about being present there, because experience matters as much as the final objective or the output matters. So this is what they're learning it from you, guys. So just remember, know this thing, that enjoy the process. Okay, you know what, we're not able to do this today, let's do it tomorrow. I'm a little bit tired. Are you tired as well? I can give you a candy, or I can give you something to eat, I can give you some milk, or you know what, we can do something else. Let's do it tomorrow because I'm extremely tired. So just let them know you enjoyed it that particular day, or just give them very simple words. Did you enjoy doing this? Did you? Oh, I did too. Okay, we're not able to do this today, maybe we can do it tomorrow. We both are a little bit exhausted. Just talk things out and remember to enjoy the whole process. The only way it's possible is that you are enjoying the whole activity with them, you're present in the activity, and they should understand that it's all about enjoying the process. We may or may not achieve the target of that activity on that particular day, but we will do it tomorrow. Let's just be here, let's enjoy this thing. So guys, if you really enjoyed these 7 tips, if you enjoyed them, and if you did find this particular video meaningful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and share it with other people in your family, your friends, so that they also understand these tips. Because nobody teaches us parenting, nobody teaches us the way we should be around the kids. We have not been taught that. I was never taught that. This is something which I learned along the process. So that is why I want to share these important tips with you, as you parents, you teachers, you caregivers, because nobody is going to give you that manual which teaches you certain important tips about teaching skills to children. These are life lessons which we learn as an individual. So you are teaching these life lessons to your children or to these children. So it's very important that you remember that. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked the video, and now in this part of the video, you will see how Ayan is completing one of the activity from the box and how I am interacting with him while he do that. Let's dive in. Yeah, he is. Slowly. Mama made a fighter plane. Wow, this is without my interference at all. No clues for me. No clues from me whatsoever. Can you come over here and not make so much noise? Say hi. 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 Yeah, this one is a fighter plane. And what is this one? Airplane. Exactly. What is this one? Yeah. A rock cinder? It's a rocket. I don't think these two pieces go. So you have done this one pretty well. This is looking like a piece of the rocket. Huh? The color matches. Look at that. Yeah. That's my clue to Ayan. Every time I feel like he needs a clue. Awesome. That looks really nice, huh? Before I finish this video, I just want to say, if you have any kind of topic that you want me to cover on my YouTube channel, guys, so just leave it in the comment section. I will be more than happy to make a video about it. I just want to get your ideas on what kind of videos you want to see on my channel. And I will see you around. Hope you liked it and enjoy your day. Bye, guys. Bye.